없어요.
Have you ever heard this word? This is Jeju language of Korean dialects. Jeju language is in the verge of extinction. So, there are many different languages. Some of them are widely used, like English, and languages like Jeju language, companion language are disappearing or have already disappeared.
Language is a tool that people use to communicate through speech and writing, having important roles in reflecting and forming social structure and culture. The extinction of languages is a serious problem. The claim that we should protect endangered species originates from the concept of ecological diversity. That means all living things are interconnected and exist within a network of mutual interaction. If any elements within an ecosystem is damaged, the entire systems can be put at risk. The network of languages is similar to an ecosystem. If language diversity is broken, intellectual foundation of humanity becomes, resulting in a loss of adaptability.
Language extinction happens when a language no longer has any living speakers. The causes are varied. First, as globalization progresses, now it is natural for some cultures to meet other cultures. Cultural assimilation, one form of cultural contact, influences language decline. This happens because of social pressure to speak the dominant language. Name-changing policy or English officialization issue in the early 2000s is an example of that. If people who got the pressure become fluent speakers of new language, original language takes a path of decline and eventually dies out.
A country without a language is a country without a heart. Jill Evans, a researcher of language equality, introduced this saying, pointing out this third era resulted in serious problem of European minority languages. Because most of internet service uses majority language, the young generation in communities using minority language are becoming more accustomed to majority language rather than their native language. For example, Icelandic children have been exposed to video content like movies in English through the internet. According to PISA, a quarter of children under 15 and adolescents are having already difficulty in using their native language.
According to a Greenland language map recently published by the non-profit organization The Language Conservancy, 577 languages used around equatorial Africa and the Pacific and Indian Oceans are critically endangered due to sea level rise. As climate change accelerates, millions of people have been displaced from their homes. The heads of Strategic Departments, Queen's University, Canada, says languages are already endangered. Except for them, people are forced to immigrate as threatened by agriculture and fishing due to rising temperature. Climate change is silently erasing languages from the world's map.
Finally, the extinction of a language means the loss of a culture and a community's memory. Thus, minority languages should be preserved as part of humanity's cultural heritage, not just words. For that, the government needs to teach about the importance of preserving languages and cultures. Local communities should provide more opportunities to use the language through traditional cultural events or media. Also, by constructing dictionaries, video recordings, and online learning materials utilizing digital technologies, the younger generation can easily access them. Above all, individuals should develop an awareness that respects cultures and languages. Then we can take the first step toward language conservation. Thank you.